Welcome everybody back to the channel. My name is Sterling and today we have another Borderlands 3 video. But today we are going to be looking at Zane, the very last of the four playable Borderlands 3 characters. And this one has got to be the one I'm most excited for and the one I want to play the most. I've been doing a lot of looking at all four of these characters. Moe's might be my second choice, but for right now, Zane looks fantastic. So, we're going to be probably going a little bit more into detail, and because this one most likely will be the one I'm being playing on the channel, so I'm going to be going into this one a little bit deeper than I have the other videos, and I don't want to be mean to the other characters, but they kind of don't have even a tiny bit chance. They do have a tiny bit chance, but like they can't hold a candle to how amazing Zane is in my personal playing style. And I'm not going to put anyone down for playing the other characters because they all do look like a lot of fun. Oh, Epic, you've been working so hard. So, with Zane, Zane can have two equip skills, but these equip skills do not have to be activated at the same time. They can be activated at separate times depending on what the situation needs. So each one of these skills, you can decide when to use each, and you guys will see why this is so important and why this is so amazing a little bit later. So let's get right into this. So, Digiclone, similar to Zane. Not Zane? Am I an idiot? Similar to Zane. Oh wow, I'm the best idiot. No, similar to Zero. So Zero had obviously a clone, and but this time Zane is actually not going invisible. The clone is actually attacking with him, and this is similar to the doppelganger. It's actually more similar to the character Doppelganger in the pre-sequel. It's where he has a digiclone that will actually attack with him. And so the spawn digiclone of Zane, this clone stays in place but distracts and fires enemies. Pressing F or G while the clone is active causes Zane and the clone to swap places. And this is fantastic. So while you're actually fighting, you can decide, oh, there's a grenade right next to me. I probably shouldn't be here anymore. Swap, and you immediately swap places with the digiclone and can keep fighting. And this also means I'm assuming that the digiclone has the same weapon that Zane does. So the clone can be almost as powerful, if not more so, than Zane himself because of all the upgrades that you're able to actually have with the digiclone itself. So this is absolutely grand. So we're going to be equipping this into possibly slot 1, depending on how I'm feeling when we actually get into the game. So whenever one of Zane's action skills are active, he gains increased gun damage for each active skill. Possibly. Zane and his digiclone increase magazine size, possibly as well. Increase action skill duration for every active action skill. So let's go into this some more. And one into here. We want that a lot because even if you have one activated, it has more duration. So you have 15% for if you only have one, it's still more, 15% more. But if you have two of them, if you activate them at the same time, then you get 30% more. Okay, so whenever Zane swaps places with the clone, a cryonova is triggered around Zane and his clone. And so let's equip this in slot 1. That's going to be quite useful. Okay, so Digiclone throws a copy of Zane's current grenade mod when it's first activated. If the Digiclone is killed, it drops a free grenade. Kill skill. Killing an enemy while the Digiclone is active gives the clone a chance to throw a grenade. So that's one that we want to purchase because it's only a one-time purchase, which makes it kind of awesome. And because of these, I believe from what I've been told, you actually cannot throw a grenade, because they have to have two different buttons, one for the left, one for the right, and so it actually replaces the grenade, and that's why there's a lot of grenade things in here, because it has to compensate. Kill skill. Whenever Zane kills an enemy, he and his Digiclone receive increased gun damage and health regeneration for a few seconds. This is happiness. I like that. The first shot fired from Zane gun has a chance to also fire a grenade. This skill has a short cooldown. Huh. I believe I would want to put it only be one into there to see how it goes, but then I think the rest I would want to put into here, because health generation is what we want as a more of a solo player myself. Whenever the clone takes damage, Zane's shield is restored by a portion of that damage. Huh. That might be useful, but let's take a look over here. Enemies are more likely to target the clone for a few seconds after summon and after swapping places. This we do definitely want. So if we ever are having a lot of heavy fire, we can swap clones, have an explosion happen near them, and also people are going to attack them more, which is perfect for what we want. Zane swaps places with the clone's shield immediately begins recharging. Obviously, we're going to be wanting that. And so now we can actually put more skills into up here. So we'll want this one once again, and then that's not what we want here. Okay, and so we can do this one more, and this one more, and then this one last time. And so this is what I'm trying to go fast through this, because I don't want to but I don't want to use too much of you guys' time on this. Okay, so hold down F or G and the action skill early. Yes, I like this. So this is something that came from in Borderlands 2. The commando, whatever his name was, the commando, he had the turret that he could activate, but then he could deactivate it so early, and then you could gain back some of the time that it would take. Clone explodes, dealing splash damage to only more action skill of time remaining, the greater the damage. But this is not the same, because the action skill doesn't, how much is left does not translate, it's just damage, and that's not something that we want. Okay, and then Voodoo, digital distribution. If Zane takes health damage while the clone is active, a portion of the damage is shared with the clone instead. Huh. This could be paired with some useful stuff, but we are going to hold off on that. Okay, so grenade regeneration for a few seconds. Pressing F or G for fight life. If the GG clone is activated, destroy the clone and immediately gain second wind. Yes. Ooh, love that. And I think that we'll look at this. I'm gonna speed through, and I think that we took a little too much time on this one specifically, so I'm gonna just skip through a couple of them, and I'm going to go faster on the other trees. Seems consumes up to 3 grenades for every grenade. Okay, so that's one we're going to be wanting as well, because I don't really care too much about grenades, and this will be really useful to make the Digiclone more powerful. And then finally, this last one, the clone is equipped with a copy of Zane's current weapon while activated. Swapping places with the clone causes Zane and his clone to gain increased damage. And this is great, right? So this and this and this all have to do with switching your clone more often. And if I can switch with my clone more often, then it will cause a bunch of positives, and that's what we're going to be wanting. Moving on to the next one. So right here we have a Sentinel drone, and this comes from Windhelm in the pre-sequel. Well, something similar at least. Drone continually flies through the environment and attacks enemies with its machine guns. Pressing F or G when Sentinel is activated causes it to attack the enemy under Zane's crosshairs, if any. And then let's see, what was the last one? It was the barrier, and I'm not too fond of the barrier. Because if we're going to be like over here, we're going to be switching a lot with the digiclone, it's not going to be very much use. So I don't think I'll be going into that too much in this video at least. So, Sentinel, we already read that. So, we're going to be equipping this into slot 2, and let's see what we've got. After killing an enemy, Zane increased movement speed. Zane increased weapon swap speed. The next shot fired after swapping was cryo damage. Zane's gun damage increased while moving. The quicker he moves, the greater the gun damage bonus. Huh. These are a couple. Let's do 2 in here, 1 in there, and 2 in here. What is this? Converts Sentinel primary cryo weapon. Yes. Cryo damage, perfect. I love cryo damage because you freeze your enemy and then they can't move and you literally do so much damage while doing melee. Increase reload speed, kill skill after killing an enemy. Reload speed is increased for a few seconds. Reload speed after kill. Cool. So this is more about getting weapon swaps and a lot of. So it's just doing things faster by, and I'm assuming something in here will be shooting faster, rate of fire. Yes. So it's about doing everything faster and speeding up the gameplay, which might be a lot of fun for us. Grenade. He drops a grenade. Perfect. Kill skill. Life steal for seconds. This is something we want lots of. Increase effect and duration. Obviously. So shoots a beam of radiation that weakens the enemies and buffs Zane. For every weakened enemy, Zane's movement and speed and fire rate are increased. Weakened enemy has decreased movement speed and attack speed. So that might be very useful. Sentinel emits a static field that sends a shock beam to near range, draining the shields and replenishing Zane's. This is nice as well. But it looks like that one might become better. So we want more of this. Purchase. Maxed out. So maybe the weapon swap speed a little bit more. And this if we have more skills. So going into here, after killing an enemy, Zane gains increased fire rate for a few seconds. After killing an enemy, Zane's next 5 shots have a chance to fire an additional projectile. That will be fun. But we also want to go back up here, increasing this, because we have the extra that, because I don't really like this one very much. Sentinel adds a rocket pod to its primary weapon, allowing to shoot rockets as well as machine gun, and or holding F or G while Sentinel is played to paint a target area. Fires a missile barrage at the area, and if the enemy is killed, Sentinel's duration is reset. This will only be used once. So I think we want to use this in slot 2. We want to get as much damage as we can out there, which is going to be amazing. So let's get another skill point into there. What else? Another skill, a little bit of movement speed, and then time. Ooh, yes. As much as we can into there, because duration is always really good. And then we need all the way up to here. Activating an action skill automatically activates all of Zane's kill skills. An action skill. So all the kill skill. That is really cool. So we actually might want to go into more kill skills than I originally thought. Kill skill. After killing an enemy, Zane's reload speed is increased a few seconds. Quite interesting. swapping weapon. Oh, this one. While moving, the quicker it moves, the greater damage at default. So if he's sprinting, if we get this, these two work hand in hand. And then that, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, so this has been a lot of fun. I'm super excited. Within the next 2 days, so today is currently Wednesday at 2:30 in the morning. Tomorrow, Thursday, we will be able to start playing the game, and I will start getting episodes of the playthrough as soon as I possibly can out to you guys, because I'm really excited about it, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys. So, it's going to be so much fun. So, thank you guys so much for joining me. Leave a like if you liked the video, and thank you so much for joining me in this adventure, looking at all 4 characters. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and check out my other videos. And next video, I believe we'll be going into the planets, seeing all about that, because I haven't heard or seen anything about that, so this will all be new for me. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.